Hello everybody, and welcome back to Civilization 6. And today I'm playing as you can see, Trajan of the Roman Empire. Reason being, and let's jump straight into the game. Okay, actually, not mad at the start. Reason being, Rome was voted on Twitter, on the official Civilization 6 Twitter, Leaders Royale poll, where they went through not quite every leader in the game, but a huge number of leaders. There were lots of voting periods over a number of weeks, just like what we did on the channel here. And they voted, unlike us, for Rome to be their number one civ in the Leaders Royale. So I thought, let's try Rome then. let's see what Rome's got to offer. And my immediate start looks incredibly productive. See, we've got copper. We've got 2 mineable resources, 2 bonus resources. Some fairly good tiles next to the city here as well. I don't feel any great need to expand out to anything in particular here. My starting strategy is probably going to be to try and pick up an early faith. I'd love to find a natural wonder if I could. I'll probably go for 2 scouts, but at the very least 1. So definitely first up, building a scout. Hey Alexandre, welcome along. Nice to see you, man. So I'm gonna obviously fan out wide. Let's try and get a feel for the map here. In terms of my victory condition, I'm not entirely sure, but I think it's fair to say there'll be some element of domination. No civ, no leader in Civilization 6 would win the Twitter Leaders Royale if it didn't, at the very least, have some capacity for a domination victory, right? We're a bloodthirsty bunch. There is no way that a non-aggressive civ would take out the Leaders Royale, particularly the official one on the civ Twitter, where it's memes all the time, basically, just 24/7. So yeah, it'll be fair to say, oh yikes, okay. Interesting. Very interesting. The capital here could actually really benefit from a builder. But I also would like to get a slinger out. I'm not sure if... we'll go for the greedy play. We'll go for the greedy start, which is 2 scouts. The double scout greedy start. Barbarian combat strength, and we'll have to go God King. Sadly. In terms of civics, really the super important one here is going to be political philosophy to try and get oligarchy. So we need to try and do all of the things. Discovering a second continent would be ideal first, actually. Second, I should be able to improve 3 tiles by the time we get to craftsmanship, so that shouldn't be too bad. And then we'll just sort of work our way along. Specialty district and 6 pop will be our other goals. Okay, cool. Alright. Let's stop that in its tracks, and let's try and run as far as we can in a single direction. Here's another river, which is nice and close to us. Also some more mountains down here, so there's some potential for some overlap. I like it a lot. We should also, by the way, just have a quick look at my boy. So, leader of Rome. So all cities that we found or conquer start with a trading post, and if the trade route is within range of the capital, they also start with a road to it. Our trade routes earn +1 gold for passing through trade routes in our own cities. So we do quite well to have a clustered small empire with lots of trade. Our specialty unit is the Legion. Our specialty infrastructure is quite interesting. It's the replaces the aqueduct. It's the Roman bath. Provides +2 housing and +1 amenity from entertainment, which is very cool. And so you've got your standard. It's cheap for us to build and grow, which is wonderful to see. We also have the Roman Legion, which can build forts. Replaces the swordsman. At ironworking, and it's just better, uses less iron, and can build the Roman fort, which is our unique district defense. which basically provides instant fortification and additional district defense. So not too bad. Also, we have all roads lead to Rome, which we're going to take advantage of. We're going to take advantage of through conquest as well as through settling and development. Let's keep chasing the scout down. Oh, Alexandre! Hey! Oh, welcome, and thank you. Thank you for joining us in Mini Pixels. You are, of course, now entitled to name the city of Rome. So if you'd like to just chuck something in the chat, let me know what you'd like it to be called. And I will make that happen for you. Welcome. Jake, nice to see you too. Nice to see you too. Another channel member turning up. Awesome to see. Let's absolutely abuse the scout. And might pop up on that hill. Really trying to find a second continent at the moment. Just beelining across the globe. Also nice to see we don't have anyone directly this way. Okay, we found the Vatican City. Lots of good land around. Right, in terms of next technologies, I would really like to get mining to get the capital in super production mode 5 million, and then we'll start probably pumping out some settlers. Ooh, interesting. I think this location here is going to be quite fruitful for us, but we do need to do just a little bit more investigation. What's wrong with Rome, Sarah? Nothing. I don't believe. Like to sample some of our hospitality. Okay, brilliant. So Ethiopia is in the game. Let us see if we can send them a delegation just to keep them on side, just in case, because we don't quite know yet where they are. Oh, lots of beautiful Mercury about. We'll get a builder, and then we'll start focusing settlers. I'm going to send this guy probably up to the north, and try and just use this warrior just to scout out this land here. We're hoping to probably get... let's see... We will probably have... There's a nice opportunity for a coastal city, either... a harbor here or here. Potentially here too. It looks like the land comes back in. We need to discover more of the map. Oh, the name Rome. There's absolutely nothing wrong with the name Rome, but I have a thing where new members or SuperChat donors can rename my cities as like a small token of thanks from me. Absolutely nothing wrong with the name Rome. Right. Let's continue to beeline across this way. Peek into Vatican City. I do love to steal a builder. Not as easy to get away with in Civilization 6. Artie, my man, welcome along. Good to see you. How you doing? Delegation is most welcome. Capital is not open to visitors at this time. Yes, we will accept your delegation, of course. Okay, still nobody. Look at this. We can potentially get a nice empire here. A very nice opportunity. Ooh, interesting little island as well. Okay, looks like our continent may taper off, but there's certainly at least a peninsula here that I'm keen to see a little bit more of. Absolute nothingness up here. Potential for a petroplay. As long as the Colosseum stands, Rome shall stand. When the Colosseum falls, Rome will fall. When Rome falls, the whole world will fall. Iconic. iconic. I don't want to stray my warrior too far, so I will bring it back to base, just to protect Rome. I have an important decision to make here on whether I want to reveal close or far. I'm going to go far. Look at all this land. Unfortunately, not able to discover that vital second continent. We do need to get our sort of trade route creation up and running anyway. Just a shame that we couldn't have harvested some bonuses from it. I do know that there's a barbarian camp down there too. Okay, here's some foreign borders. And here is another edge of the world. Interesting. So it looks like Ethiopia is our closest neighbor, as predicted, which is not actually a terrible thing. Not too mad about that. Let's have a wee nose about. There's their capital. Very good. I will actually try and sort of head north, see if we can sneak in before they shut their borders. Okay, there's a barb camp. Don't really want a bar of that. We'll just skirt around it. Vatican City, what do they want? When you activate a great prison, they spread 400 religious pressure of your founded or majority religion. 2 cities within 10 tiles, so not bad. Trigger inspiration for craftsmanship. So we do need to build a builder to get that. And I think it would be worth pursuing. So we're about to get our builder. We've got our warrior nearby to protect it, which is all good. Pompeia it is, my friend. Then thank you so much. Pompeia. Oops, I'm in Civ 5 mode still. Pompeia. I assume you didn't want it literally to be called Pompeia, please. Okay. Now it is time for us to focus quite hard on getting some settlers up and running. We don't really need... We do still need the +1 faith, unfortunately. We'll consider the +1 production, but we do need the +1 faith. Right, let's get these mines and quarries and just everything improved. We've met another civilization, so we've got boosted writing, so we'll grab that. Do we need pastures or camps anytime soon? Yeah, actually, sort of yes. I'll just dip back and grab animal husbandry first. And we're growing in 2 turns. Let's get just 1 slinger just for defensive purposes, and then wham! Into settlers. Settlers like there's no tomorrow. Alternative play is, of course, to build an army and go and take cities. However, we don't really have any close to us. We're going to have to springboard a few cities out first, probably along these rivers, down through here. I can see probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, probably 5 of our own cities, and then we can start maybe to stretch out a little bit, stretch our limbs, just a wee bit. Okay, let's keep rolling. For Pega, Civ 5 or Civ 6, which one do I think is better? I get asked that a lot. I do have a couple of videos on it on the channel, and I'm currently working on a new one as well, because my opinion does change, because these games do change. Oh, finally, a tribal hut. They change with updates, they change with DLC packs. So my opinion does change. At the moment, I'm a bit of a diehard Civ 5 fan at heart, and so I do still prefer the Civ 5 experience. That being said, this version of Civilization 6, this sort of quote-unquote final free version, is a very good game with Gathering Storm. With the Gathering Storm DLC, Civilization 6 is I think, a really superb game, actually. Thank you for the 20th, unlucky. Also, the New Frontier Pass, at its full price, I can't really recommend it to most players. I think it's a little overpriced for what it offers. But it does offer a huge amount of diversity, though, to the game. Like, so you just have so many different options. So I would also sort of recommend that, but only if you're planning on putting in hundreds of hours. If you're more of a casual player, or then I probably wouldn't recommend it. They both struggle a little bit for multiplayer. Neither of them are perfect. I see Sarah says Civ 5 for multi, Civ 6 for solo. I don't entirely agree with that. I don't entirely agree with that. Multiplayer is difficult on both of them, it should be said. It should definitely be said. Okay, what do we want for our Pantheon? I would really love... I would really love city growth rates of 10% higher. It's tempting. Receive an extra builder, and then just overall city growth rates 10% higher. That is just generally good. +2 faith from mines over luxury and bonus resources, though. That's some early faith generation for us, actually. Really early faith generation. Likewise, +2 from quarries. But yeah, we could go mines or quarries. +2 production. No, I don't really want. Desert folklore is a really fascinating one that we could make work in a major way. It would be a little bit of an alternative kind of strategy. One that I'm not entirely opposed to, but probably not worth getting, I want to say. Probably not worth getting. I think we'll go with a tried and true either stone circles, mines, or just a really nice to have either God of the Forge if we want to go really militarily, or fertility rites, which is just generally pretty good. Let's just have a quick look at what we're doing here. So we're about to construct a mine. We already have a quarry here. We're going to get another quarry here. So we will have 2 quarries in our first city. There's potential for another one there. Other than that, there's not a lot. So we wouldn't see a lot of benefit of that moving through. So we probably won't actually get that, just looking over here. We're definitely going to have a huge amount of involvement with these rivers. Potentially quite a bit of mercury as well as we move through. But I don't know if I want to choose my Pantheon just around the potential of that being a thing. So I think we'll ignore that. Think we will settle on fertility rights, most likely. Just trying to think. Desert, no. Rivers, +2 amenities and +2 housing. If they have a holy site district, am I going to be building a lot of holy sites? No. No, I won't be. I won't be. I'll probably only build perhaps 1, maybe 2. So I'm just going to go with the Old Faithful fertility rights. The increased city growth is actually really handy. So let's grab that. Advanced mysticism. We've now got all the builders. So we can get a lot of these early Eurekas. Really beneficial. Look at that. Boom, 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 boom. Brilliant stuff. Right, let's continue our journey up north. Okay. We may have reached... Yeah, we have. We've reached 2 dead ends. Howdy, unknown. Nice to see you. Sarah, River Goddess. Yeah, I thought about it. The 5 cities will be next to rivers. But I don't think it suits my longer term ambitions, which may not, which are probably not that religious, to be fair. Just keep an eye out here. Nice to be near that mountain too. Let's get our third mine or quarry on that hill. And just continue to just plot out the rest of this map. Unfortunately, we got really unlucky with the double scout build. Okay, we need settlers. Because... Interesting. Not very productive. We do have some woods. It may be worth spending the last charge of this builder on clearing some woods, just to speed up the production here. Otherwise, though, do I want... See, the thing is with these high food tiles is they're not actually that useful, like, overall. You're supposed to be working on a project, Jumbo, project, Jumbo, project. I mean, I'm biased, but I would say Jumbo all day, baby, but that's just me. Because that is literally me. I mean, this city only has 3 pops. I don't actually need to waste a builder charge on that at the moment, so I'm just going to hold that, maybe use it for our second city. Meanwhile, let's see what's going on with this barb camp. Might be able to plink an early kill. Also got the slinger online. Let's see if we can go and get some military experience. We're tracking really well against our opponent, actually. Really well. Except for Faith, of course. Not so hot on the Faith game. We do have a pathetic 1 per turn coming in. Production tool builders, not super useful. Agog, really useful, but just not quite yet for me. I'm just not quite ready. I am going to throw in the +1 production at the moment because I think that'll be more beneficial towards our settler, because we want to get our settlers out now. So let's work on that. Getting a kill with a slinger will get us another Eureka, which will be hopefully very useful. I'm going to sleep that builder, and as planned, we're going to clear a forest. And you can fortify, and I'm going to put this worker, after a quick pet, thanks to the latest final free update, on automatic exploration, because somehow we just missed out on all the goody huts here. Really disappointing, actually. Really disappointing. But it is what it is. So, we need to get early Empire. We're actually not going to do that very easily. So let's maybe reconsider. We're not going to build a specialty district anytime soon. We do have mysticism, which wasn't initially going to be part of my plan. The Oracle is fantastic, though. So let's actually jump into mysticism instead, remembering that we need a specialty district and a city with 6 pop. Don't forget that. And where did the scout go? You can run, but you can't hide when worlds collide. That's all I'll say. Okay, let's clear the forest, speed up that settler by 2 turns, and just plod around the middle of the map here. See what we're dealing with. This is the worst game ever since you can't pick cats. Poor cats. Always getting a hard time. Right, we've got lots of boosts going on. We haven't quite killed 3 barbarians. We've got all sorts of... actually, we have a couple of important decisions to make here. We haven't managed to find a natural wonder at all, which is pretty disappointing, and has sort of got me thinking I might shift away from that faith aspect altogether, and instead push for... Ideally, we would have bronze working. We're not going to kill 3 barbs anytime soon. I'm going to go... I will want the battering ram. I will also want... archery at some point, but I think we can delay it. Let's grab riding for the time being, because we've got it boosted, and getting an early campus will help us along. The scout is just making an absolute break for it, which is fine. We'll leave it to it. Continue exploring the middle of the map here. Just absolutely nothingness. A whole load of nothing. Which is not a bad thing. Right. Scout is now going to tell some tales on me. So we'll squeeze in behind it and destroy it. Military strength, our neighbour's really weak. Beating us as we would expect on science and culture, but not by a ludicrous amount. Definitely beating us on faith. Again, we would grow to expect that somewhat. I want to get the kill with the slinger, so I'm going to just sort of box the scout in rather than destroy it. We're going to go in 3 turns, so let's match that and grab another slinger. Meanwhile, we need to decide where we want to settle our second city. Now, I really do like the idea of squeezing in as many as we can around this peninsula. So I'm also a little bit scared about what's up this way. I am a little bit scared. So if we just go straight this way, connect right next to the capital, we can be on fresh water because we're next to the lake. We can get some district adjacencies. Honestly, I think that's just a really nice early settle. We can pick up the whales. We will be coastal, which has its strengths and its weaknesses, but maybe some early harbours. Yeah, I like that a lot. And then we'll move across to our rivers and get them sorted too. So I'll just sort of tidy off the rest of this part of the map. And we'll get that sorted. Oh. Everything's fine. Nothing to see here. Some reasonable tiles to come out of that. Oh my goodness! I should have taken the kill when I had the chance. Run, you crazy settler. How did this happen? Okay, anyway. An inland lake with some crabs. Also a possibility for a settle around here. That's a juicy wee spot. Juicy wee spot indeed. Come back here, please. Oh, it'll run after the settler, of course. As you would expect any good barbarian to do. I like the look of this land. I mean, relatively unproductive. Well, somewhat unproductive. Okay, we're going to have to go full entrapment mode here. It's not going to be the most productive city, but I do want to get one down. It's within range of... It's got some really good possibilities for harbors and so on. So let's... Found it! And all roads lead to Rome, so we instantly get a city connection, which is always nice. And look at this crazy. We now have access to this lake. Wow, the possibilities are endless. All right. Another settler is definitely in order. Let's get that. And in the city, we will get a granary to start off with. We also start with, if I can bring up my city view. Oh, actually, before I do that, I do want to just quickly check what tiles are we working. So we're going for growth. That's fine. That's fine. In 4 turns, it'll be a little bit more impactful. It's going to favor that tile. I might want to improve maybe the cattle to get a bit of extra production. Or potentially the stone, actually. We'll consider that later. Let's get down here and just make sure that there's nothing untoward. No little... very juicy. No one hiding down here. Okay, finally the scout moves within range of our slinger. And we get the archery. Eureka, very nice. Goal achieved. Let's check out what's up this way, because we actually have no idea. And meanwhile, we'll get the builder across and improve one of these tiles. Maybe this one, just for insane high growth. However, actually, we would like to get sailing next so that we can connect whales so that we're not struggling for amenities for the rest of our days. Heal up that warrior too. Ooh, okay. There will be a late game untouchable goody hut most likely down here. Brilliant stuff. Just wondering if I want plus 30% production toward builders. I don't think I do. I'm not planning on getting any builders anytime soon. That's all good. We just need more settlers. Lots and lots of settlers. I've also got a little bit of gold to spend, and I always forget to spend it, so let me do that. Build any specialty district. Grow a city to at least 6. It's a real shame. It's a real shame. But we're going to go for it. Early Empire. We're gonna have to grab Early Empire, rather. We should still be able to get some value out of Early Empire. But we are off to a little bit of a slow start. Ooh. Okay, potentially there's actually land connection here. Over to some more. So that's a little bit worrying. There could be someone right there. I'm not actually too stressed, though. We do have a reasonable amount of units. So long as we don't get absolutely, swamped. Okay, bit of untoward weather activity going on out there too. I'm a little hesitant to send my slinger into the eye of the storm, but all for science. It's all for science. Nobody along the bottom of the map. Half by expected a cheeky Russian to appear. But it did not happen. Oh, brilliant. Another goody hut. It's actually paying off. Okay, next technology for us will be sailing. A no-brainer. And in the meantime, I think it would be nice to add actually a little bit of production rather than food to the city. So we'll improve that tile. Oh, no. Maybe my fears will actually come to naught. We shall see. We shall see. Now, this is an odd time to start a stream at 2 p.m. Yep, Kingston, I started it at 5 a.m. my time. I'm an absolute madman at this point. I'm an absolute madman at this point. But I wanted to try and engage with you guys as much as I could. So I thought I'll try streaming. I'll try getting up really early. I set my alarm for 4:30 this morning, which is absolutely ridiculous and really unlike me. If you know me at all, you'll know that that's not my thing. But yes, started the stream super early today. Hey, Jason, nice to see you. Nice to see you. Trying to 3D model a pine tree? Oh my goodness, unknown. Go you! Go you! That is a project and a half. Uh-oh. We want to keep these guys on side. Look at that military strength. This could be our immediate undoing. See if they'll take our delegation. They did. Let's see. The moment we've got nothing to deal with, but we will soon. The first item played disasters went near a volcano and it destroyed my science district. And next to bring a storm that destroyed my housing district. Unlucky. Well, that came to an abrupt ending. It's just a random mountain there. All good. And looks like this peninsula is going to come to an abrupt ending at the Caspian Sea as well. Okay, we have another aggressive civilization in the game. Let's exchange information about our capitals. She's way up here, so we don't need to worry about her. I am worried about Norway. You want to be friends? Yeah. We expected as much. Oh, the trees are just for the background. Jeepers, dude. Yeah, the free monuments in the early game as Rome, right? So good. So good. Just forget about culture. Culture? Who needs it? Well, we all do, obviously. But, can we snake this kill? Oh, the heartbreak. No, we cannot. Although, Scythia was just like, what are you doing? Okay, fine. Right, here comes the Norway longship. Not gonna lie, not ideal. Not ideal if they discover my new coastal city. You'll be back, gotta make lunch. See you soon, and enjoy that lunch, friend. Plus 50% introduction towards settlers. Absolutely all day. Reduces the cost of purchasing tiles by 20%. It's quite a fun one, but we don't really need it at the moment. And we'll keep our plus 5% towards barbs, but we're going to swap it out for a goji, I don't know. We're going to swap it out for that very soon. In terms of our next civic, we would really like to build a specialty district, or have cleared out a barb camp. However, we just need to go for it. State workforce so that we can get through to political philosophy. It's time to get a governor, which is very nice. Ideally, we would want... We probably just almost certainly want Magnus at this point. So let's appoint Magnus to Pompeia. And very good. Vitor Miranda says, why don't you play multiplayer? Multiplayer Civ doesn't work very well. It particularly doesn't work very well for me because I live in New Zealand. And don't get me wrong, our internet is great, but we're very far away from the rest of the world. So ping is a real problem, which adds to an already, shall we say, challenging environment. Challenging multiplayer environment where it can be difficult to set up lobbies and so on and so forth. That is why I don't play a lot of multiplayer. Scythia is aggressive. You're right. I'm thankful that she's very far away, Jason. Very thankful that she's far away. And I'll be spending my gold on something, just not quite sure what yet. An early trader would be useful. What was Vatican City's quest again? None at the moment. Somebody completed it. Curse them. That's all good. We'd like to meet 2 more city-states if we could help it. But we've basically ran out of space to do it. Maybe there's a bridge here? If not, I think we have explored basically the entire coastline. Unless there's a land bridge along the bottom here, which we can go down and investigate. I think we might be out of luck. New Zealand does not exist. You live in the ocean. Yes, I have heard of CPL. Yep, totally. Also, of course, a little bit challenging for me if I want to live stream or record content, because if I want to play multiplayer, I have to get however many other people I want to play multiplayer with schedules to line up with mine. You know, so it is a little tricky. But yeah, the Discords are great for anybody interested in anybody at all interested in playing multiplayer, finding a community. Yeah, I would highly recommend. In terms of our next settle, we want to try and get a loyalty wall up so that we don't start really crippling here. This is actually a really good spot. This is a really good spot. The only thing is, it doesn't then enable us... 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. We would not be able to grab the second spot. Unless we went there. there is actually better in many ways than there. It will start with some pretty average tiles is the only thing. Whereas if you settle there, you start with some really great tiles. So I'm willing to make that trade-off. I think I'll settle there as the in-game advisor advises. How strange. Let's bring the slinger back to base, so to speak. Have a wee peek this way. Oh, okay. Potential for a land bridge here up to Scythia, which is a little concerning. Not gonna lie. Right, let's jump to our next turn. The Coupe campaign went great. We ended up, the Coupe campaign was so funny at the end with the meme city, the meme capital. We ended up going to space with Coupe, actually, which was also really funny. But we had a city which was basically just entirely ocean, which was hilarious. It was so good. Okay. I can make a trade route really easily and go to commercial hubs quite quickly. I really want the boost for ironworking, though. So I might, in the meantime, just check in on future cities. So we do need incense. We do need to connect this incense, probably. So let's grab irrigation. Do I want... Yeah. Yeah. Also, not gonna lie, kind of tempted by Temple of Artemis as well. But let's go irrigation. Here's another scout, which we can moidor, hopefully, and maybe get that last barb kill. Let's just hone in the entire Roman army on it. And what do we have here? Hey, we may have an opportunity to actually meet some city-states. Back-to-back streams during the week. I know, Sebastian. And I was just saying to the guys before, I set my alarm at 4:30. I started the stream at 5:30 a.m. local time this morning. Just so I could stream on a normal work day. So it's going to be a crazy, hectic old day for me. But I'm embracing it. I'm embracing it. So, yep. Here I am. Okay. Right. We've got our next city set up. And of course, all roads lead to Rome. I am pretty interested in investing in Rome. I really need a builder, and I really want to keep building settlers. So I'm going to buy a builder. I think that's the best use of our cash right now. And let's dogpile on that. We've got the boost for bronze working, which is fantastic. We'll pick that up momentarily. The absolute mad lad. Builds for this city. I mean, traders would be fantastic. Would be nice to start working on a campus. I can see an opportunity here for some nice district adjacencies. Just going to grab a granary. So we're pumping out lots of cities so we can get lots of free monuments, lots of free cultural buildings. We're doing well. He wants open borders and he'll pay me for them. Absolutely. Absolutely. Add it to the Empire's coffers. Right, let's get down to business. Let's also connect some luxuries. What have we got? 4 turns. We can connect Mercury immediately, and we'll do that. Meanwhile, I do believe there's a barb camp right down here in the absolute depths. So we're gonna head down and maybe give that a cheeky stab as well. Let's get the promotion going. And it's too late now to meet any city-states, but we could do it. Got really invested in Aztec mythology. Oh, cool. Cool. Aztec, the whole sort of, that whole, actually time period, to be fair, but the Aztec Empire is one that I know very little about. And once upon a time, there's a historian sitting before you, so I'm a chump, but very interesting and very fascinating. Not really sure what to do with this slinger. I think he's just going to chill around Pompeia. Well, now I realize that you're like 14 hours ahead in time of me. I'm from Brazil. Yes. Yep. Head of the world in terms of time. But that's about it. Boom. We've advanced apprenticeship. Very nice for us to have. Yes, I am unprotected at sea. You're right. I am well aware of that. Oh, mighty. Please don't hurt me. Yeah, I think we'll just garrison this here. What are we? We are 1 turn away. Perfect timing to connect irrigation. Double luxury city, by the way. Super nice to have. Literally on the other side of the world. Yep. Literally. In the middle of absolutely nowhere. Cool. All right, that's connected up. I mean, we don't... Actually, the +1 science tile is quite nice for us from the Mercury. Not complaining about that at all. The bronze working has now been boosted, which we want really badly. And as expected, there's a little bit of a barb issue going on. And, geez, it took us a long time to discover that and get that eureka for astrology. My word. State workforce. Not overly useful for me at the moment. I'm still producing a lot of settlers, so I'm really keen to keep that in for as long as I can. I really do actually want to get the next government, so let's not dilly-dally. We just would love to meet some city-states to help us along a bit. Kabul. Sophia. Hey, you want a delegation? She's like, no! No! What about some incense? You give me 9 gold? Absolutely. Thanks very much. Friend? Friendship is not given lightly, you must earn my trust. Well, you just said thanks, friend, so not sure about that. Whatever. Hey, welcome along. Nice to see so many people tuning in live. In the middle of our hearts. Aww. And thanks so much. Right, so we've got a governor title to relay. Plus 20% growth in this city. Your trade routes ending here provide +2 food to their starting city. Settlers trained do not consume population. Big for us, considering we want to just absolutely churn out settlers. It'd be great for us moving forward. Let's get the slinger into position. There is an archer down there, but I'm not too concerned. Hooked up another incense. That one, a pretty poor tile, but not the end of the world. Making a nice amount of gold. What we need to do now is get our trade routes up and running. Slinger took some heavy hits, mainly from the archer, but that's all good. Sadly, we've entered a gloomy dark age because we weren't able to clear barbarian encampments. Or also we got pretty unlucky with finding tribal huts as well, which was really unhelpful considering we built 2 scouts. Anyway, combat strength when no, we want combat strength against land units. And let's mow that one down. The whole world turns to a dark age. I think monumentality is going to be really useful for us because we're probably probably this era going to be ready to start building some districts. Tempted by science, I am. But we're going to go monumentality and hopefully move through into our districty game. Let's keep moving along, Kabul. Try and find 2 more city-states quickly. We may be able to shave off like 5 turns here. And there's a major drought occurring at the Vatican City. Hashtag, not my problem. Another settler? Do we just want more and more and more and more and more? Or is it time for maybe a trade route first? Get these cities established. It's probably too late for me to push either of these. Also tempting to get our campus down and our granary as well. We do need to do a bit of SimCitying, and we have got 4 cities that we could focus on growing for a little bit and then maybe expand out to here. Just because that is quite a high cost. I don't like that. And we do need to get some districts down as well. So in summary, I will produce a yeah, actually, what have we got here? We got +1/+1. Just trying to plan out where these districts will go and who do we want to share our adjacency bonuses with. There's potential for some industrial districts here if we no, we'd need to aqueduct there, which is awkward. That is probably going to be an aqueduct, which will make that an industrial zone, which actually makes that not a bad campus. It takes out that rice, but I don't really care. Yeah, we'll go there. We'll get our campus down. In the meantime, we can get down city number 4. I really like that because it sort of pins in the empire. Although it does make the empire quite long. Empire stretches well out to Vatican City at that point. But not necessarily too difficult to defend. It would connect spices, some more mercury, some nice river tiles, also some nice mountains, some pretty crappy tiles there though. Alternatively, we huddle in, move down south, settle somewhere next to this lake. Only thing is, not a great deal of luxuries down here. Also, I did like the idea of settling here, but as I look at it more, I like it less and less, to be honest. What victory are we going for? We actually haven't fully decided. Likely a... potentially a culture, but likely we will do some dominating. It will be a dom assisted victory, if not a dom victory just altogether. Let's go out this way. And let's send a slinger along for the journey. And take out this guy. And please, let there be city-states. I need you. Oh, that bloody archer. I knew it was going to do that too. So disappointing. Archery. And then in this city is an interesting one. It could definitely use an additional campus, but we're gonna have some great adjacencies for harbors if we can build them. Alternatively, we could really use a builder. We could also, as our only coastal city, potentially use a galley. I think for the time being, I'm gonna pick up a trader. And keep moving along this way. get out and establish that sort of final outpost sort of city to pin in the empire. And then once we're pinned in, we can choose how we want to play this. Once we've got our roots down, once we're established. This warrior needs to get the heck out of Dodge, and we do need to build some military units quite desperately. So let's make this our last, the last of our own settles, and then start working on protecting, fortifying, isolating, and building up a good military. It'll time well with our collection of the Roman legions, and we might be able to go and romp stomp someone. Here's looking at you, Ethiopia. Yes, you're right. Yes, definitely possibility of flooding. Oh my goodness. Please leave me be. Yeah, we'll get a dam down, so that'll be no problem. We want this. This is an important geopolitical move, I think, for us here. Very important. Hello. I've reached a dead end. Shall we have open borders? And you can pay me she'll give us one diplomatic favor. We'll take it. Oh, yes. No, thank you, friend. See, look, she just called me friend, but then she's like, nah, not friend. Absolutely no friends here. Which is fair enough, I suppose. Archery. We've put off astrology for ages and ages and ages, and I'm wondering if it's worth going back for. It'd be really wonderful to build an iron mine, actually. Improve 2C resources. We need astrology anyway, so let's just grab it. Iron, iron, iron. Wherefore out there, iron. There we go. Wonderful. There is actually an iron right there. So we're probably going to buy a builder as soon as we can. So a couple of turns, we'll buy a builder, and we'll connect that iron. No trouble. Now, this city, where would you like to go? We could go down on the coast to avoid the flooding risk, but I think we'll just dam it off. And I really like this spot a lot. We've opened borders so we can traverse through the Scythian Empire, really scope it out, see what's going on. Afraid of that horseman, and very thankful that we're quite far away from them. Okay, and our warrior got away. I mean, it is still sort of walking along. So the stream went live for 5 hours yesterday. I got caught up cooking dinner and didn't get to the end. Did you XCOM nuke GDA away across the map? Yes, and I turned it into what I think is a really cool video. If you have a look, the latest video on the channel was sort of like a condensed version of that game, which was like 3 hours long. I sort of edited it down into about 10 minutes or so. Because it was just such a fun game. So yeah, latest video on the channel went live this morning. Yeah, it turned out to be a massive live stream. Sebastian, a massive live stream. We can get horsemen of our own. I do really want to beeline legions, though, so let's do it, because we'll get the iron mine online in 2 turns, so that's all good. I don't mind using 2 turns. And let's, yet again, found another city. And of course, all roads lead to Rome, so we're instantly connected via road. I'd love to upgrade that to an archer, but Needless to say, we can't afford to do that right now. So, what would we like here? Probably a granary. Thank you kindly. And we'll just keep plodding about. Send him sort of back to base, quote unquote, whatever that means. And I think, to be honest, Scout, you can just go on auto explore. We sort of don't need to manually control that. I am conscious that there was a goody hut here, and I'm hoping that no one's taken it. Might be able to squeeze a, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Maybe to squeeze a city down here somewhere and connect up to this bit of land as well. Potential for a bit of fun there, actually. You find comfort in flat land, for the hills are mine. It's so weird how they have those start biases. Yeah, Wazzle, thanks to you. That is very true. Dun, 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 dun. Sort of stagnating a bit. We need some farms. Really, really do need builders. Let's prioritize builders by buying one. We'll connect the iron first, of course, but then we'll strategically pop around and improve some resources. Cool, and we've finally got political philosophy. All cities with a district receive +1 housing and +1 amenity, +1 yields for each government plaza. See, these aren't useful for us, but actually, if we want to use our legions, we should go oligarchy, and so that's what I'm going to do. We're going to build up this plan. Okay, so definitely chuck that in. Combat strength versus barbs. Less useful, to be honest. Definitely less useful. The settlers production is quickly becoming something that I care significantly less about. I'm pretty interested now in builders. So I'm going to swap that just temporarily to builders. And then for my wildcard policy, I think it's too late to go religious. Tempted with the great scientist points. I'm not really tempted by any of these. City-state envoys. I'm going to go +1 production in all cities, actually, which is a little bit alty for me, but I'm going to do it. Games and recreation, absolutely. What did we need? We needed to research construction. But we missed that just a little bit. Righto, Pompeia, what's up next for you? A builder, absolutely. We'll take advantage of that policy. Pump out a couple of builders. Go away, Scout. Just do not. We've got the zone of control, so he won't be able to just snake that, thankfully. Romp him. Let's get the iron mine done. That boosts our progress towards iron working considerably. Getting a government plaza close to Pompeia, it's a shame that is there, is potentially really useful, but it doesn't want to be here. It does not want to be here. If we get a second builder in place, we do actually want to get districts. Districts. This is as... Woof, look at that. Oh, +4. You love to see it. Okay, let's hold off for that. We'll definitely hold off for that. In the meantime, let's get a galley and have a wee peek around the seas. We finally have a trade route, which we could use to grow this city, or we could get some international trade going, which I like. I like the sound of. If we go to Vatican, we go through a lot of Roman cities. Go through all the Roman cities. Let's do that. That's very cool. That's very cool. Currency improved. Lovely stuff. Oh, Sebastian with the $5 super chat. Look at the number of live viewers tuning in. Thank you so much to everybody who's liked the video, by the way. Okay, we need a city name. Pompeii up for the capital. The capital has already been taken, actually. Capital's already been taken by Alexandre, actually. But I will call another one Pompeii up. Which one should we do? Probably the second city. Seems fair. It is also slight one tile up. So there we go. Pompeii up. And we need to get its amenities sorted. Thank you, Sebastian. You are an absolute legend and a scholar. Right. So this one is really interesting because, yeah, look, we lost the religious game well and truly. That's fine. We'll forget about it. There is still some use, of course, in building holy sites, though. So we may still want to get a holy site in the future. As I was saying before about the government plaza, useful to get it next to Pompeii to get all the adjacency bonuses out of it. I'm also wondering now, though, if it might be useful actually to just quickly squeeze out. You know, like an encampment is not silly for this place, but I think we'll actually just get another builder. That should be enough builders to cover us for really the foreseeable future. We need to connect those whales as a priority to get the amenities touched up. Yeah, it does sound natural, doesn't it? It does sound so natural. But no, it was, of course, Rome. I've been burnt before by not having walls. It would also be wonderful to get our commercial hubs up and running, though, wouldn't it? Let's go masonry and then currency. And then, to be honest, the fact that a lot of these haven't been claimed is infuriating. Really infuriating. Because I would have loved to have claimed them. But that's fine. It is what it is. Government plaza. So, yeah, so like we could pop it there and get extra adjacency from that, but that's not actually that useful. Library to get the great scientist point. Not mad at that. I love the Oracle, but we didn't really go faith. Increases growth by 15% in all cities. Must be built next to a river. The hanging gardens would be really nice to have. Stonehenge as well. We could immediately burst out a religion in 15 turns if we wanted to. Hey, welcome back. No, you're all good. You're all good. It's this. Right. Anyway, we also need some military strength. I would love to get some of my legions, but I don't have enough iron. We need more iron. Where can we get more iron? Okay, that's fine. Archers will do. Let's get an archer out. And you shall fortify. Very good. Our iron is on the up. accumulating 2 per turn, so that's all good. We'll let that build. Speaking of build, would make a lot of sense to connect some horses to the Empire, so we shall do that. We shall do that momentarily. And there's our amenities sorted. About time. Noticing a Norwegian trader and knowing what I do about Norway, that they're coastal, I suspect there could be another main continent with potentially as many as 4 or 5 other players on it. I think probably 5 other players. If there's only... Oh, well, we've actually, so we're 1, and then we encountered Norway because they sailed to us, to Pompeii up. Love it. Very interesting. How are we doing for housing? Could be better. Could be much better. It's going to take me 5 turns to run this builder here and connect the spices, but I think it's really worth doing. Because that's another luxury for us connected. Let's also see if we can get some trade going with Norway, who I'm probably most scared of. Do you want my incense? 7 gold per turn. Or, and would you like my diplomatic power? He'll give me 1 gold. I don't think so. You know what? Never mind. Now, do you want to be friends? He's like, nah. Actually, nah. How about open borders? And a measly 2 gold per turn. He's not having a bar of it. 1. You know what? We don't need your open borders right now anyway. That's fine. Right, moving on. Pompeii up is actually becoming quite a significant city. Keen for it to get more production at this point, so we'll pop that quarry down. That'll help it along a little bit. Again, we're immediately buckling under that amenities pressure after swapping some of our amenities for gold, but that's all good. And poor Vatican City, always under pressure, that one. Always under pressure. Thinking about maybe settling a 5th city. Alright, +1 housing in all cities with 2 specialty districts unfortunately isn't a great deal of use for us. We can take out the +30% production toward builders now, though. That is not really needed. I might see if I can maybe get a wonder. It could be fun. The barb combat strength as well, not really that great. We are actually building some ships, so we'll chuck that in and get the wee production boost in Pompeii up. Because Pompeii up will go straight in and build another galley for us. Straight after that build. So, next up. Important ticks for us. Defensive buildings, not particularly. Coastal tiles. Yeah, we could get potentially a mega coastal city. The extra governor title is really useful, but I don't know if I'm going to be the target of a declaration of war anytime soon. So, drama and poetry, though, we can potentially get the Eureka on. Barbarian Outpost is unlikely to be cleared anytime soon, actually. So let's just pick up military tradition and then work towards that Eureka for drama and poetry by building a wonder in Pompeii. What do we want? I mean, the Hanging Gardens would be brilliant for the extra growth. It could be a little bit much. Also, though, Pompeii is going to have these desert tiles, which are useless. So we could get the pyramids. Again, yeah, patronage of great people, 25% less is just so wonderful. And I would love the Oracle. Awards 6 iron per turn, provides +4 faith in all cities that are within 6 tiles. That is just brilliant for us. But unfortunately not meant to be. I want to get a wonder that is as quick as I possibly can. So I'm thinking either Stonehenge or Hanging Gardens. What's more useful for me? I think I'm not playing the faith game. I'm not going to catch up on the faith game. There's potentially not any great point in me having my own religion at this point. So I'm going to pick the Hanging Gardens. And over here in Aquila, what we would actually, like, a Roman legion would be pretty cool. But maybe walls is the more sensible option. Let's get some walls here first, just because it is sort of an outpost city. Although the AI is more likely to, of course, push Pompeia. It would just make me feel a little bit better if I had some walls up. Can you rename Pompeii up to Panama? It's going to be a trade powerhouse through the canal. Absolutely, I can. Great call. Great call. Panama. Right. Do I want to spend 150 gold to get a legion now? No. It's alright, just a little bit of a dust storm. Nothing to worry about. We have a galley of our own. Let's send it off to explore the world. And I'm going to immediately produce the second galley here. And Pompeia, I would really like to buy one of these buildings with my gold, ideally. So we might work toward that. It was just a little confusing. Yeah, no, totally fair. Maintain our alertitude. Actually is slightly more beneficial to, of course, be alert in the city. A strong navy. That's a beautiful sight. I'd literally built one ship, and he's like, whoa! Okay. We don't need the extra loyalty, thankfully. Usually it would be an issue. Right now, not so much. So I'm pretty happy to stick with what I've got. Choose a civic. I am still going to be a cheap ass because I can get that Eureka, but I don't think I can get this one. Be the target of a declaration of war necessarily. So I'm going to grab defensive tactics and then backfill drama and poetry. A little late to drama and poetry. Boom, we've connected up some spices, which is really good for us, hopefully helping our amenities a bit more. I'll stop trading away luxuries, although I am about to connect to second spices potentially. But I would love to connect to second mercury too. Look at all these tiles, people. It's you gotta love to see it. You gotta love to see it. What on earth did I just pan over to? Okay. Shipbuilding has advanced considerably, and currency, two big ones for us. Can I improve a second sea resource? Yes, but it'll take some time. Let's go shipbuilding for the Colossus. And Panama. Panama. Where is Panama's harbor going to go? There, almost certainly. That's a fantastic spot for a harbor. Which, by rights, probably makes this where the commercial hub ought to go. Sorry, pasture. You're out. And go off and explore the world, Galley. Our language is based on Latin, so we're all Romans. Yeah, let's not underestimate the impact of the Holy Roman Empire. He wants my iron, and he's going to give me a really rubbish deal for it. I think it might be time we pivot hard onto warness if we want to war. The Vatican City is proving useless for us in terms of its city-state bonus because we just couldn't do the faith game. So we may as well just kill them, I suppose. So let's produce some units. The city is actually suffering a great deal, but that's fine. Might be easier for this one to build an archer just because its production is a little bit lower. And it doesn't hurt to have some archers. How can we help its production? That's the question. We can get a mine here. Helps it a little bit. I assume it'll work that tile. Yes. Good. Yeah. It is what it is. I actually decided to opt to improve that instead because look at this tile. +3 food, +3 production, +2 gold. Aquilia is going to be an absolute powerhouse of a city. Like, really an absolute powerhouse of a city. What kind of... Oh my goodness. An industrial zone here is megatastic. Absolutely megatastic. Is it megatastic anywhere else? Not really. Not really. So, what I'm thinking is, I've got these 2 Mercury here, which will provide adjacency. You've got adjacency there. You've actually got 2 more Mercury there as well. Oh my goodness. So we'll actually get adjacency there. So we could potentially put an aqueduct there, which would connect to fresh water there. That would let us put an industrial zone there, which means we put... Can't quite squeeze everything in, can we? That's a shame. That's a real shame. Let's put the commercial hub here. Who needs improving? This city's actually got quite a lot of improved tiles for its size. So I don't feel a great need to improve anything else there. I think we hoon down this way and hook that up. We do have an extra spices, which we can trade with our old friend. Our old friend. No, we can't. He hates us. But he is officially, finally, our friend. We may as well trade with Scythia as well, because she's ages away. We're unlikely to want a war with her. She's got nothing. She's got absolutely nout. Fine. We could trade with you. You've got nothing that we want either. Very well. Hopefully our ships will find us some new trading partners. Hopefully. But otherwise we're looking pretty good. Might also be time to get that fifth city down, I suspect. Vatican City has really bad weather though. Like, do we really want to take it? I don't know. Yeah, they are on special on the Humble Bundle at the moment. Yeah, Humble Bundle website. You can pick up the Civ games, which is wonderful. And the Hanging Gardens is complete, which is +2 housing and a whole load of growth for us. So we're playing, weirdly, kind of a tall Rome game at this point, which was entirely by accident, I'd like to add. it would be really wise to get an entertainment district, but I'm going to build a Roman legion. And finally buy a library. Finally buy a library. Jeepers. And we'll connect up more Mercury. All the Mercury. We are the absolute Mercury kings. Oh my. Gee, maybe this is why Norway was unable to do anything to us. Look at that. Yikes. Oh no, look, they've got a little bit going on down here. They're just really struggling on this peninsula. And now I'm struggling down this peninsula. Get me out of here. This is awful. I might lose my ship because I sailed in here. Okay, we really want the bath. Should have beelined that a little bit more. But that's all good. We've got that archer up and running. This city could use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. What have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It does sort of need to be in Pompeii, doesn't it? That's really awkward because we're sort of long rather than centered. Difficult to get the entertainment district bonuses to be shared. If I go there, it's 1, 2, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, that is quite a good spot. Because that spot there is perfectly within range to provide these 3 cities with amenities, and a 4th if I go down here, which I probably will. So let's pop an amenities district down, and I've got an archer, which is great. We might sort of post up in the desert and keep an eye on our neighbor. The time for the Colosseum is near. Oh yeah, we have to Colosseum it, don't we? Don't we, really? What am I doing? So we got that boost. We're going to get defensive tactics really soon, which is nice. Chicken Eats is not overly useful for us. And then Machu Picchu's not going to be overly useful either. That's a fast apprenticeship. Go for that next. Also, the crossbows may be useful for us moving forward. We'll see. Get another mine down, help the city along with its production. It's going to be an absolute powerhouse. Simon Bolivar of Gran Colombia is in the game. And they're not terrible. Get me out of this absolute heck hole. My goodness. And as I say, I'll just position this archer up this way, mainly just to keep an eye on them. We're just going to keep a very watchful, careful eye on them. I'd like to get actually 2 more cities down at this point if we're not going to capture one, just because no one was near us. Literally no one was near us. Plus 20% growth in the city. Your trade routes ending here provide +2 food. It is tempting. It is tempting. Religious pressure I'm not interested in. I am actually quite interested in Liang. Of course I'm interested in Pingala as well. Think we will appoint... For now, we'll put him in... No. Actually, new idea. New idea, not government. I want governors. Okay, it's too late. We've got him. Oh well, that's fine. That's fine. Let's just pop him in Panama for now. We'll probably get Liang in there later. He's up to nothing nefarious. Nice to see. Kingdoms and castles? Not familiar. Not super familiar. I heard of, but I'm not super familiar. Oh, there's so many things I want to build here and just no time to get them. No space to get them. But there are so many. That's going to be a nice commercial hub, and then it's going to be a nice industrial zone there, probably. Let's do it. We're going to get a commercial hub placed. Maybe, though, I want to actually queue... I think I just want to queue watermill and granary first, but we'll lock that in at that price point. This city is literally stagnating, so maybe we do the same here, where we go for the watermill first now that we've got it. I like that. And this one's fine to produce its commercial hub. I don't see any issue. Oh, okay. $10. Not bad. Not bad. Is that on the Humble Bundle for is the educator good for culture? Yes, he is. Yeah, is that on the Humble Bundle as well? Sounds like they've got some cool stuff on there. Lots of cool stuff. Right. The Roman Legion, just in time, as there's some sort of barbarian invasion all of a sudden. Please don't pillage me. That will be really annoying. Really annoying. What way do we want to go? That way, kind of. Off you go. Steam. Ah, yeah. Right, let's try out this Roman Legion. It just one hit the slinger. Things are looking very good for us. Your delegation is most welcome. Ooh. Panama. What do we want from Panama? Shame there's not any really breathtaking ones, because some housing would be nice. I am a little afraid of its defensive capacity, so I'm going to give it some walls, just because it is vulnerable and a very important entry point into the capital as well. So there's a lot riding on it. My goodness, we are going to destroy with this Roman Legion. Dun da da da. We've got 2 now. Wondering if we maybe just take Vatican City after all, and we invest in these instead. Could go with an aggressive encampment against them, just to really rub it in. Let's do it. Let's do it. Plink with the archer and send the Legion down. And let's move this next one out and get ready for warfare. I think it won't hurt to pick up Vatican City because we are never going to get any value out of Vatican City. So we might as well... oh, hello. There's a major victory for us. We might as well take them out so that no one else gets any benefit from them. In terms of yields here, I'm tempted to go for some great person points. Also noticing conscription is going to definitely be more useful there. Wonders we're not really doing any more either. So we could put in urban planning in its place. That frees up this slot for defensive building production because we're getting some walls at the moment. Very nice. Save us a few turns. Let's consider now what we need for... We're at a real dead end culturally, which is such a shame. We have the ability to build it. We just need an arena in that entertainment complex, and then we can get our Colosseum down, which is really nice. I want recorded history. Shame about the 2 campus districts. Race along those Roman roads. Blink. They're like, oh my god, the Roman legions are coming. Oh boy. Yikes. He wants my iron. No. But what about spices? You like spices. And he's going to give me a boatload of gold. How high will you go, friend? 12? Sure. Okay, he'll give me cotton. This is a really good deal for me. Thank you. It was actually surprisingly good. Right, we've got our Roman aqueducts, which is nice to have. They're much cheaper to build, you see. Oh, and we've rocketed into a golden age as well, which is really good. Let's bring this archer back down. We'll work to get them into crossbows too, probably. Might also deal with this barb. These barbs once and for all. Teach them a final lesson they won't soon forget. And this ship needs to get the heck out of Dodge because it bit off a little more than it could chew. Hoping it doesn't die. Yeah, Vatican, very prone to natural disasters, as we know. Right. All roads lead to Rome. We could build a Roman fort while we wait. Not a terrible idea. Right, where are you, you filthy barbs? Now is finally the time we deal with them. Cool. And we're doing a reasonable job at plotting out this unyieldingly awful map. Okay, Panama. Give yourself a bath. Good spot for one. nice adjacencies. Nice adjacency potential. Alternatively, yes, we are lacking the old theatre squares, but I really do like the bar. +2 housing. We'll do it. Is it pointless? I mean, yeah, a little bit for these guys, but shh, don't tell them. They don't realize. Right, let's get up this way. Romp down these archers. They don't stand a chance. They just don't stand a chance. And we've managed to squeeze through this little spot here, whose name I won't dare try and pronounce. just reading the dialogue in the chat around the Humble bundle. Yeah, I haven't really bought much on Humble actually, so I'm just sort of watching and reading. All right, the Roman legions have arrived, and they're gonna take no prisoners. This city is still stagnating. Can I buy you anything? You're about to get a watermill. Maybe that will be helpful. A builder would also probably be really useful for it. Get some farms or something. We do need some farms. Let's buy a builder. And yep, this archer can make its way over to Aquila. How frustrating. We're going to send this archer down anyway, just as backup. And continue to move around here, although it looks like that's going to be a dead end. Oh, but this was not a dead end. Good stuff. My goodness, this map is ludicrously large. I need to remind myself on Civ 6 to always play one smaller map size than you think you should. Almost always, anyway. Almost always. Right, yeah, you could really use some farms, couldn't you, friend? Here's a really nice spot for 1-2 on this +2 food, +2 production tile. It's going to be really beneficial and something I should have, holy moly, done a long time ago. Okay, who's first? May as well plink off that scout. Roman Legion will sweep in and take out that archer next turn. And yeah, I'm going to head north instead, because I believe that's probably going to be a dead end. And just hoping and praying that I don't bump into any barbarians. Oh my goodness, is it actually another city-state? Someone exists? It's a familiar sad tale. Oh, you poor scout. Let's get you out of here. Oh, but the the juicy goody hut. The juicy goody hut. I actually forgot that these scouts were even still alive, so go them. Move our archer up. And advance the Roman Legion. We put a fort there just for fun. Just in case, you never know. Right. Destroyed. Oh my. I really want to damage that sword. This is a lot tougher than we anticipated. The one archer wasn't strong enough. It turns out there's a whole just ensemble of barbarians partying down in the tundra. Oh, I thought the game had just broken then. Turns out it was just a misclick. Panama does need more housing, but it's got an aqueduct on the way. Samarkand! It's so nice to finally see someone. What do they want? Recruit a great merchant. Has anyone played RimWorld? I haven't like properly played it. I've like maybe I think it was a friend's copy or something. I played it for a few hours and liked it, but never bought it. I guess there is some historical accuracy here in fighting the barbarians with Roman legions, isn't there? You're right, Alexandra. There is. Right. Let's go combat strength versus units. We're just not going to muck about at all. Now, I don't think we'll be able to finish that warrior. No. So we want to flee this archer away. The legion will absolutely hold its ground, so I'm not concerned about it. I'm a little bit concerned about my boat here, though. Nice tile improvement there. And we'll keep moving, keep scouting. Open border and a one-time deal. A one-time 23 gold. I don't think so, friend. How are we tracking actually? We're quite behind. We're quite behind. We're quite behind in our major metrics. Just in thought about what I would actually like to do. I don't want the city defense, really. And I don't need the loyalty right now, but it might be something that becomes useful. Rats, we only had a normal age. You joking? We'll go districts again. I want to get probably 2 more settlers out this time as well in this round. I wonder if I can get the 6 farms out fast enough. Would be useful. Let's try and do that. And it's so tempting to just build another Roman legion, but I really shouldn't. I should get a market for the extra trade routes. And I do think we want Liang. I'm just not sure if we want her now. Raina's going to be really good too. So let's appoint Raina. Really, Raina wants to be in Panama, doesn't she? They sort of all want to do a swap. Raina, we want you in Panama. And then we want Pingala in Pompeia. And then I guess we'll put Provision in Aquila because it's really good. And that's how governor's sorted much better. This poor scout is ripping pieced. See ya. We could use more farms, all the farms, most definitely. Let's backtrack and save this archer in the most heroic play of all time. And just fortify there. And, oh my goodness, another city-state. Finally we're discovering some city-states. They were all over the side of the map, which was really unlucky for us, actually. I hate this Congress. Okay. Producing or purchasing military units using transit type is plus 100% of the cost. We'd prefer some cheaper ones. In terms of the district buildings, commercial hub would be quite nice for me. And then in terms of purchasing, I actually really don't mind. The AI will usually vote something good. So long as it's not faith. I'm a little worried they might choose faith. I would like it to be either gold or production. We'll go gold. Let's see. Gold commercial hub. Come on, baby. Unlucky. Okay, so we got production, so it's cheaper to produce military units. So that's all good, actually. Happy with that. And then the elected target for this was the city center. It is what it is. The AI almost always vote city center because they all have city centers, I suppose. I don't know. Interesting. I think we now produce a few military units here, and then we'll take the Vatican City. And we'll just keep this archer protected behind this very brave and bold legion. Oh, look at that silver. Oh, and that goody hut. Shame we don't have boarding parties. Something that I would really love to see in Civ 7. Boarding parties. Make these boats useful. Yeah, do random. Do random. Oh, she was ravaged by a natural disaster. Woe is me. No. No. Nah, we'll just say no. She doesn't need help. Oh, unlucky. Right, time to send some trade off. We can make quite a bit of gold in quite a short amount of time here or here. Quite like the +1 faith, and it's only 13 turns. I mean, who cares about the +1 faith? Let's go for gold. Cha-ching! Right, the Roman legions have arrived. And the archer is in place. Finally, we're clearing out that barb camp. The barb camp that's plagued us for thousands of years is about to be dealt a major blow. Cool stuff. A Prontus shop. That's very good for us. And we'll complete the last part of my broader strategy. I'm pretty keen on celestial navigation as well. That will be the sort of the final piece, so to speak. Right. Let's pop back this way. I see some horses that are not connected. Likewise, we'll get those sheep connected too. There's some fruitful tiles here going to waste. Yomp! Thank you, Roman Legion. Oh my goodness, this boat just got a promotion. How fantastic, team. How absolutely fantastic. Let's promote this one as well. +1 movement. Good stuff. Good stuff. Oh, it's just, the units just suicided into me. See ya, folks. That is how we do it. Good-o. And we'll chuck that one on auto explore now. It's looking pretty. Oh. Oh no. Dang it. I accidentally completed the Men-at-Arms. Rats. I mean, it's fine. Like, it's good. But but I wanted a few more Roman legions before I did that. But that's okay. We've got 2, so we'll just make sure that we utilize them as best we can. Yeah, you may as well just disembark. Should be fairly safe. We should utilize them as best we can as I just send it off into the ocean. Yes, the Domray tanks. Love it. Jake Barge, when will we don't like Tamar, fair enough. The stream will end pretty soon. Pretty soon. Yeah, I'll be wrapping up shortly. I started pretty early. There was a 5:30 start, so I'll probably wrap up in 5 minutes. In 5 minutes, I'll call it at the 2-hour point today, I believe. Gotta get ready and get on with the rest of my day. Oh, weird. Weird. Oh, the Caribbean Sea. Love to see it. Hey, Freddy himself, who we voted as our Twitch Super Royale champion. I mean, I definitely want machinery, so I can pick up the 3rd archer fairly easily. Terracotta army, let's research that. It'll literally take me a turn to pick up the archers, so I'm not worried. We'll literally just go archer. That's fine. Pretty interested in Granada. Also pretty interested in Samarkand, though, too. So we'll keep both them in mind. We've got a little bit of an army. A Masson. You can go on auto explore as well. Done with you. And whomp. Let's do that. A little bit short on builders again, but 1 turn we're pumping out the couple of archers that we need. I'll give you open borders back if you give me man, he values that highly. The old 6 will do. Make it more equitable. 3. Oof, that's a rough deal. But we'll do it. We'll do it. We'll build up some RESPECT, find out what it means to me. Respect. Let's get a battering ram. These archers, which we'll be able to upgrade into crossbows shortly. And then what do I want to produce here? Probably a little bit more military. No, we want the arena, don't we? In fact, let us... Oh, it's very expensive. It is very expensive. But 10 turns is so long, isn't it? I'll be able to buy it in less than that. So let's change our production. I mean, do we we're probably better with the bath, I would say. Although our housing is actually already ludicrously high. So maybe we don't need it. Maybe we don't need it. We could definitely use some more science. Let's get a Champus down. This city is so incredibly profitable. I just love it. We'll produce some more military. So it would be nice to have. Let's see. It's sort of unclear what they've even got in this city, to be honest. I just want to make sure that I have a diverse enough military, so it probably wouldn't hurt to have a second catapult, and then that'll be it, so to speak. And we'll move it into the encampment. Might keep this archer around this side of town, just in case. You never know. Oh, Cleopatra is in the game. Very good. Very good. It is an honor to meet you, and we would love to sample your hospitality. Absolutely love it. You know, I'm actually tempted. No, we have to go for the Colosseum. Okay, let's alert that and bring this guy along. Bring all the troops along. You can just heal here instead. Brilliant. This legion made it, safe and sound. Someone had claimed that goody hut, sadly. As to be expected, though, I suppose, considering how late we are. Right, machinery is going to be really good for me because I can get crossbows and also upgrade to siege towers, and then we'll just be away laughing. Away laughing! So, let's keep our archers in friendly territory, just fortified. By then, hopefully, we'll have enough money to convert them into crossbows, and from there, we're away. Pompeia is ready again. I think it would be nice to have some more trade going. We have one more trade route capacity, so I will get that running. Take us 5 turns to get the battering ram across. At this point, it's going to be hard to get much across from Panama unless it's a horse. So we might focus on our next district here. I'm actually pretty keen for a good industrial zone. There is as good a spot as any. It's a +3, which is like fine, but not outstanding. Really nice campus spot down there too, which we'll grab once the city gets there. Also, of course, connecting up our harbour there, interestingly. Wow. No, we'll connect our harbour here. That's going to be quite important, I think, for Panama, being the city that it really wants to be, to have that trade. Okay, good. I'm feeling very good about that. Oh, look at all this mercury. 1, 2, 3. We can reach it. We just don't quite have the culture to do it, sadly. I actually don't want to fight those boats because I don't want to save those missionaries. I'd rather those missionaries drown. Sorry, missionaries. It's true. Oh, and we've just got enough for our arena. Dun da 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 da. Right. We're nearly ready here. I think it would be a good idea to maybe have one more man-at-arms. And then we can consider going to war. I want all of these buildings. Let's queue some stuff up. Let's go man-at-arms. That'll be our last military unit. Then we'll queue up the watermill. Barracks, market, and then grab a bath. Here. Cool. Swap the bath in first. Actually, it doesn't behave quite the same as other districts, so that little trick is perhaps not needed. Got our second catapult at the ready. And our second Roman legion has arrived. Very good. You can just fortify until healed. The legion, of course, just as a friendly reminder, is unique to us. It upgrades to the man-at-arms, which is slightly stronger, so we'll allow it. We'll allow it. It can, of course, construct our fort, though, so it's a little bit more special. A little bit more special. It can make it outside of friendly territory and all sorts of crazy fun stuff. Hey, finally! You reached size 10. Good job. My units are a little bit crowded, it'd be fair to say. There's another city-state and Egypt. Yep, so we're starting to sort of stumble across everyone else now. Would be useful to get two more cities down fairly quick smart. Or at least take one. No, my troops are passing by. Relax. They're going after the Vatican, not you, you crazy fool. Actually, that catapult can go there, and then we can squeeze all of these archers into keep them in upgradable tiles. Sorry? Oh, I don't think so, sister. Oh, no, you don't. Okay, we're having to declare emergency war. And now she's like, hates me. Ridiculous. Alright, get my legion up there. Where else can we squeeze someone in? I was going to wait for the crossbows upgrades, but it's just not needed. Gain 60 gold. Your nearest city annexes this tile into its territory. Is that useful for us? No. We'll pass on that. And in the capital, we really do need to invest in some culture. So let's do it! We're getting a theatre square, finally. And a new trade route is ready to connect. I would say we want... Do we want to pump a whole lot of stuff into Pompeia? I think we do, actually. Yes. Yeah, just standing by. There's nothing to worry about here. That was battering ram that I may not even use. Okay, Scythia's running off. She is attacking it, though, I think. Brilliant, and we're feudal, which unlocks the very powerful feudal contract. Very strong. Very strong. We'll chuck the campus adjacency bonus in. And honestly, the newly trained builders with extra promotions is tempting. But I do want to build... nah, I don't actually want to build that many settlers, so I'm fine. I'm fine with that as it is. Civil service. You have to love civil service. You have to. There is no other choice. Right. This legion now has this battering ram. Boom. Boom. I don't want to weaken it so much that she takes it, so I'm just going to hold off for a turn, because I know that I can swamp it next turn. If she takes it, then we're going to run into some difficulties. Some difficulties will be ran into. Yeah, I'm actually just going to completely hold off here. There is no need to attack that anymore. Got this man-at-arms, which I might just shuffle back over to Pompeia just in case. Keen for this war to be a quick one, which it will be. Freddy not so hot on me because I attacked a city-state, and he's like, that's my thing. Whatever, Freddy. Yes, we've circumnavigated the globe successfully and secured, nearly secured a golden age, I should say. Let's absolutely blast this city down. We may need to wait another turn yet. Just looking at that. So we do quite a bit of damage. She won't be able to probably kill it. We'll hold. Just for one more turn. Military engineering, let's find Niter. That would be really useful. Really quite useful, actually. The Roman legions move in. Oh, please. Oh, yes, thank goodness. Yes, your delegation is, of course, most welcome. Right, so the last thing that we need to do here is just take this city. We'll just sort of volley and then steal it with a Roman legion, perhaps. Seems like fun, doesn't it? In you go. Vatican City is ours, and we will keep this city. It's a nice acquisition into the Empire. A really nice acquisition. Beautiful stuff. What was the Scythian army doing all the way over here anyway? My goodness, she ran a long way to come and take Vatican City, didn't she? That is really quite something. Let's repair our monument and our granary. We also now have a holy site. Thanks a lot. I'll chuck a faith. I'll chuck a shrine in, and then we'll queue up some walls, and finally a watermill, and everything is looking pretty in Vatican City. Now let's figure out how to defend this awful looking thing. She loves us. And she hates us. And of course he hates us as well, because we just took the city-state right next to him. So we could be gearing up for all-out war with Ethiopia here. That is something that could be happening very soon. So, yikes. But also, kind of just want to be like, come at me. Brilliant stuff. We'll get our first crossbow as well. That will surely have him quaking in his boots. Yeah, we can get a little bit of extra strength against land units with this catapult. And then this one will go defense. And then we've got our bases sort of covered. Mostly covered, anyway. Want to bring this up to the front of the city if I can. because potentially we're going to get into some weird stuff here in a minute. I don't like the fact that this Soto city is right here. I like these three. Obviously, I particularly like this capital. That's one juicy capital, and its encampment's way off in the middle of nowhere as well, which makes it all but useless, really. We'll keep a man-at-arms fortified in Pompeii, just to ensure that its defense is about right. Yeah, we made them fear the Legion. Oh, sorry, I accidentally put 2 ads in. City-state emergency. Trajan's captured. What? Ridiculous. Stop it. No. No. Gain score by killing units in my territory, attacking my cities, killing target units. During the emergency, I gain 20 loyalty per turn, and all members will have peace, open borders, and share visibility with each other. If members complete their objectives, they gain +1 gold and some diplomatic favor. If the time runs out, I target trade route. If time runs out before members complete their objectives, target trade route to city states grant +2 gold per turn, and the target gets 200 diplomatic favor. Okay. I'm still going to vote no, because I don't want a bar of that. But it may come through. It failed. It failed thanks to my no votes. Who voted yes? Just Cynthia. She was like, "It's an emergency. Let's go kill him." Get out. Get out. Neural. That way. Brilliant stuff. Well, you can't have my diplomatic favor. I also don't really even want open borders with... Oh, I mean, if you're going to give them to me, I'll take them. Yep, that's a great deal for me. Lots of money to be made there, actually. Lots of money to be made. Just put all of these units sort of at the ready, so to speak. We want to keep this legion around a little bit longer if we can, but we'll upgrade that to a siege tower. It's now a very strong Roman legion. And the Vatican is looking very fortified. What is this doing? Nothing by the looks. That's good. So he wants 15 diplomatic points. He'll actually give me a great work. That is fantastic. Absolutely. We'll take that all day. All day. Military engineering gets us the trebuchet and the armory, and of course niter, which is very important. If we don't have any, we'll look to settle on some. Pompeii has it. Pompeii has it, so that's fine. Yeah, that's all fine. I don't know what's behind this cloud. How mysterious. Pasture improvements provide +1 food. Nice little bonus to have. Once this library is done, we'll be looking pretty. So much stuff to build in the capital. It's not even funny. Let's get a market. And where did you go, Scythia? Unsure. Five points to glory. Right. This catapult can now be upgraded. Costs 170 gold, though. Probably don't need to upgrade both trebuchets, so I'm just going to run this one in. Likewise, the Roman Legion, I think, can move forward. Oh, the siege tower. Come on, siege tower. Yeah, we'll move those dudes up that way. Scythia's annoying horse archer is an absolute pain in my backside. And now, of course, we get wonderful natural disasters. Do get our first harbour up and running as well, which is beautiful. Establish governors with at least 2 promotions, provide +1 amenity and +2 housing. That's very good. That is very good. Also, the +1 amenity with a garrison unit is really good. But I love all of this. I love all of this. I'm going to leave it for now, because we're not actually struggling with any of those things by some pure miracle. Yeah, veterancy is going to be really good. And then professional army as well. So we might maybe save up, wait for that. Panama can get a really good productive zone. Wondering about... we'll go lighthouse. We'll go lighthouse. It makes sense. How are you doing for housing? You've still got so much housing in this city. Like, just a ludicrous amount, really. Let's get at some ancient walls, just in light of the fact that we have made some diplomatic boo-boos recently. The Roman Legion moves forward. Where to exactly? I'm not 100% sure yet. Haven't fully decided. Not sure if we go for Axum because it's close and an easy take, or if we just push sort of straight up and in and just say, screw it, we're going to crack straight into the center of Ethiopia. Unsure. But either way, that will bring this first part, Trojan, Twitter voted Trajan the best leader. Let's see why live stream into play. We've tested out Rome a little bit here. We've had some fun. I'm keen to carry on this playthrough if you guys would like to see it either live, or I could play it privately and sort of break it down into some episodic content. So do let me know if you'd like to see more of this playthrough. If you'd like us to finish it off, I'm totally ready and willing to, either live or, like I say, as episodes. Otherwise, now that will bring this episode to a conclusion, I will just quickly pop back through and say a very kind and thankful thanks to Alexandre, who became a new channel member during the stream. Welcome along. Thanks for joining us. It's wicked to have you as part of the, I believe you joined the mini pixels. So thank you. And also thanks to our SuperChat donators today. Sebastian, who donated $5 at the start of the stream. Thanks so much for that, Sebastian. It really means a great deal to me. And yeah, and I really appreciate all of your generosity, all of you guys, all of the members, all of the Super Chat donors. You are my absolute heroes, and really help me get motivated to do crazy things like getting up at 5 a.m. so I can stream before I go off and live my normal life and work a job and stuff. So yeah, thanks so much for that. And oh my goodness, some last minute donations for the tip jar are rolling through. Oh my goodness. Sebastian, $5. We appreciate you getting up so early on a weekday. Brad with another stream. Use this to get yourself a nice coffee. Love heart. And Jake Barge with the $2 cool sticker. Thank you, Jake, and thank you, Sebastian, for double dipping on the super chats. Amazing. Oh, you guys are so cool. And looks like the feedback is you'd like to see it on stream. Yeah, Rich, I'm seeing Kingston saying it should be a stream rather than episodes. Anyone else have any final thoughts or feedback that you want to give me live now while I'm, actively listening and able to react? Bye, Kingston Richard. Thanks for coming out. get yourself a nice coffee. You know, I might just do that actually because I'm really tired. Stream or episodes, I don't mind. Richard Kingston by. Okay, cool. Looks like maybe we might pick it up in a. We might pick it up in a stream. Yeah, you guys prefer the stream? Okay, cool. We will save this and we will pick it up at a stream. I'm not sure if I'll do another one this week. That might be pushing it a little bit far. But probably at the weekend, which will be Friday your time actually. So it will be this week. So yeah, at the weekend, do keep your eyes peeled because we'll be streaming around normal time. It'll be around this time, maybe just slightly later. And we'll pick up this then. Awesome. All right. Thank you so much, everybody. And thanks for your last minute generosity. I really do appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. And until next time, I'll see you in the next one. Take care out there, everybody.